Why do it, Yusong? Why fight? Why continue trying to succeed at Riichi Mahjong if it's only gonna humiliate you? Joke's on you, I'm into that. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Look, I don't want to spoil last episode because maybe you're watching these out of order. Let's just say we got a lot to learn. We got a lot to learn, and luckily a lot of time to do so. Let's get back into the goal room. None of this dilly-dallying, okay? None of this wishy-washy waiting around for the perfect hands to come to us. We gotta make our own luck. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I'm recording a few videos today, and what I'm doing is like recording a video, like turn the AC off, record a video so there's not like the hum of the AC in the background, and then while I'm editing, I turn the AC on. I think this is awful for my power bill because like I read or was told that it's more economical to maybe leave your air conditioner on instead of turning it off and on again and off and on. I'm not sure if that's true. But if it is true, oh boy, this is a rough summer for the old power bill. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's focus on the game. What do we want to focus on this time? The Dora? Not giving in to fear. Fear is honestly an insidious killer, okay? Remember, we're playing as Ichime on the Ichime Apology Tour. Wow! I'm gonna hit you with it. Wowzers. Wowzers, dude. Okay, great opening draw. With an opening like this, how can we lose? Dear God up above, I dare you to smite me. I'm just kidding. Please don't. I mean, the bad thing about this is that, like, if someone else has two of these, they're never coming out. Because obviously people are going to want to keep them for themselves, you know? So it's not guaranteed that we finish the red dragons. However, the good thing about this is that we don't have to discard the red dragons either. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if we did open our hand, which I don't think that we want to do, but even if we did, 3 doesn't really help with the 6, but we'll keep it for now. We can wait on the red dragon. You know what I mean? Like, we won't have to discard it later. We can accept one into our hand. So that gives us a little more flexibility in case we want to open up our hand. Do we want to do it here? I think we do. We either pawn the red dragon into Tenpai, or the player to our left discards another circle tile. We do a little chi action, and then we wait on the red dragon. Anything scary? The player to my right is pawned the east wind. Okay. They can play fast and loose if they want to. Sure. Who's stopping them? Not me. But, again, we got a great situation here. We got 2 Dora, and we can... I'm betting that someone else either plays it, or we can just, like... I think we're in a great situation is what I'm trying to say. Ultimately. Okay, what do we want to do here? We have the opportunity to switch from this 5-6 weight. We can wait on a 4 or a 7, or just go to a 2-3 weight. You know what? I'm not loving the look of this 2-3. Actually, the 2-3 might have been a little bit better in that we can wait for a 1-4. However, the player to our left hasn't discarded any character tiles, so I'm like, it's probably a little less likely to come out. We should honestly take a second and discard this 3 of characters, because it's the scariest thing that we have on our hand right now. Okay. Player to my right is making some moves. It doesn't look like anyone's going for a flush. Maybe the person to my left is going for some character tiles, but it's we can't say that for sure yet. Someone's taking some time to think about this 9 of bamboo, though. Okay, interesting. Now we can pawn the... Oh, we can't. All the 6s of 6 of circles are represented. So I was gonna say we can pawn the 6 of circles into making this a triplet, but unfortunately we can't do that. That's okay. We can just go with our original game plan. Come on, I know a red dragon's got to be weighing someone's hand down. Surely you want to fight for a chance to win this round, right? Probably should have gotten rid of the 6 of circles. Again, we're like slightly mismanaging like our dangerous discards. The 6 is a little bit more dangerous than the green dragon, I think. Okay. Is the 3 dangerous? I'm not sure, dude. I'm not sure. We're drawing some dangerous tiles for sure. The good thing is that, again, we have a pair of the most dangerous tile this round, the red dragon. Okay. There Oh, okay. Someone was waiting for it. They Ronned me. That's okay. They hit me with a little Ron Weasley when we had 2 red dragons. That's okay. That's okay. At least we don't start this game off in the Shadow Room, you know? I've been there before. Every video where I was in the Jade Room, yeah, you betcha. We're starting in the Shadow Realm. This hand is okay. What am I looking for here? Maybe like a full straight here in the bamboo suit. We got a 7, 8, 9, which is pretty nice if I do say so myself. Maybe there's a world where we can go for a full outside hand or a half outside hand, depending on how things are looking. I'm not sure. This is an okay hand. It's not great. I'd love to. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to, but I'm not sure we can cobble together a Yaku if we open our hand for that 1, 2, 3. We could go for a 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence, but it's unlikely. Like, we need to draw 2 more tiles, 2 more specific tiles to get that in the character suit. So I don't want to do that just yet. If we keep drawing nothing but bamboo tiles, I also see a world where we discard everything else in our hand. That's also pretty unlikely. What's the Dora? It's the red dragon again. Unfortunately, we don't have a pair of them in our opening hand. This is a very scary situation. Oh, 1 sequence, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we got 1 too many shapes. What are we gonna do with that? Maybe we get rid of this 1, 3 shape. I'm not sure. This hand is very, very slow. Like a lot of these sequences, like that 1, 3, for example, and this like 8, 9, they're like one-sided. You know what I like? They're close to the edges so that we can only wait on like the 7 or the 2 or something along those lines. It's not like a 5, 6, right? Where we can wait on a whole bunch of stuff. They discarded a 9. Excuse me. They discarded a 9. We know that that's safe. What else do we know what else can we guess that's safe? I think because they discarded a 2, this 1's probably safe. Oh, it's tough. I'm pretty sure they discarded that 7 last round, right? I'm almost positive that they discarded it after they called Riichi. Normally, the 7 would be really dangerous because it's right, like it's adjacent to the tile that they called Riichi with. But in this case, I think it's okay. Okay, I feel good about that 1 discard because the likelihood that they have a 1, 2, 3 is really, really unlikely considering that they discarded a 2 and we have most of the 3s. They discarded a 4. That's good news for us. Our 1 is Suji to that 4. So we know that they can't be sitting on a 2, 3 of circles weight. So this 1 is most likely safe. It's not 100% guaranteed, but it's most likely safe. Okay. Let's toss that. What else can we discard? They played a 4, and so the same logic applies. We can probably discard this 1. And with that 4, we also know that they're not sitting on a 5, 6 weight. So if we have to later on, we can discard this 7. But I'm sure by then, some more safe tiles are going to come out. This is a weird situation. The player to my left, they lost the first hand. Maybe they're psychologically destroyed. They opened their hand early on for probably an all simples hand. I mean, it's scary because this also shows that they could be having a pair or a triplet of the red dragons. It's what we did last time, right? So that's also something to look out for. There's the Dora. That's not coming out of our hand no matter what. If we have to, we can discard this 7, right? Yeah. It's not 100% safe, but it passed. We're very lucky in that respect. Okay. What else can we discard here? 6. Ooh. This probably is not the safest thing because I was like, a lot of 1s and 2s are gone, but 4s and 5s are still in existence. However, because we had 3 of them, we know that they aren't waiting on a pair of them. So you know what? Good move. Good move. Breaking up a triplet, at least we know that it's safe in that respect. Okay. All right. Is there any way that we can fight to stay in Tenpai? I don't think so. If we wanted to get into Tenpai before the end of the game, and if you're new around here, I have a Mahjong tutorial linked in the description, but also Tenpai is just 1 tile away from winning. Like if you're in Riichi, that means you're in Tenpai because you're in 1 tile away from winning. But I don't think that we can get there with this hand. We'd have to discard the red dragon and that's too dangerous. So what am I doing now? I'm not really focusing. I feel like everyone's folding. This player across from me discarded 3 east winds. So I don't think that there's anything to be particularly scared of. We should be a little mindful. So this 4 is also going to be safe. Yeah, they definitely discarded that after they called Riichi. And we also know that these 6s are going to be safe. Okay, it'll be interesting to see what they're waiting on. Maybe they're waiting on a red dragon. I'll close out my camera for this moment. Okay, what were they waiting on? A 3-6. So that was Riichi Pinfu? Yeah, Riichi Pinfu. That's a pretty scary hand with a red 5. I mean, they're the dealer too, so they get to stay the dealer, and they're kind of running away with it, but it's not impossible to catch up. Not by any means. What is this hand? Oh, I don't know if you looked on your local weather forecast, but they said that there'll probably be like a sprinkling of some garbage, and I'm pretty sure that's what we're experiencing now. Okay, what's the door? It's the 4 of bamboo. We have nothing that even remotely speaks to the 4 of bamboo. Okay, let's get rid of this green dragon because one's been discarded already. More are coming out. I'm pretty sure this 1 is the most redundant thing that we could have in our hand because, you know, best case scenario, we draw the 4, and even then, like, this 1 is omega redundant. So let's get rid of it now. We have a lot of character tiles. Is it enough to try to force a flush? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Forcing a flush is also why a lot of plumbers are staying in business. You know what I mean? It's you know, sometimes you gotta be nice to your bathroom is what I'm saying. All right. Looking at this now, would be lovely to draw another East Wind or a White Dragon. This hand is very, very slow. This hand is extremely, extremely slow. We're picking up more and more character tiles though as time goes on. If nothing else, if we just keep drawing them, sure. I'll discard this East Wind. I'll discard every single one of these circle tiles if you want to hand me a full flush on a silver platter. 5, 6, 7 is pretty good. Okay. What am I looking at here? We're actually 1 tile away from being able to call Riichi. Unfortunately, almost all the 2s are completely gone, so it's pretty unlikely. This 1-3 weight is really, really bad because there's only 4 of each tile, right? So the likelihood that we get this 2 is really bad. What can we do? Hope for a 3-4? Okay, or just use that as our pair. Nice. Okay. What am I looking at here? This is a sequence. This is a pair. This is actually 2 sequences. It's 4, 5, 6, and 5, 6, 7. So how do we get into Tenpai? With a 2 or... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this is a good weight. This is really, really good. Because why? These are really inconspicuous weights. Usually you think that terminal tiles, 1s and 9s, are safe because it's hard to like make use of them in a hand. And so you're more likely to discard them, right? But we're waiting on those, which is good news for us. Also, if anyone else is looking at this, they see that 3, 2 of circles are gone, and they're like, what are the... Like, they can't be making a 1, 2, 3 shape, right? So let's discard the 1, and then that's when we pounce. That's absolutely when we pounce. I think this is a good situation for us. Oops. I mean, I feel bad because the player to my left is psychologically destroyed. It's only a 2-han hand, 2600. We get the, oh, was there another Riichi stick on the table left over or something? I'm not sure, but we get a little bit more. We definitely get our own Riichi stick back. Okay. Red Dragon's no longer the Dora, but I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. It's looking okay right now. What's the door? It's the 7 of bamboo. So let's be careful with our bamboo discards later in the game. I'm gonna keep this white dragon for now. See if anything happens. If we pawn the red dragon, we get rid of the white dragon. 4, 6 is also a great draw. You know what? I'll toss the white dragon right now. So what's gonna be our pair? I'm pretty sure it's ultimately gonna be this 8 of characters. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's ultimately gonna be this 8 of characters. This is a pretty fast and efficient hand. It didn't look like it at the start, but we've had some really lucky draws, I think. That 1 is not going to help us. 2 is a little bit more dangerous. I mean, this hardly matters. Both of those are pretty safe tiles. Okay. Should we peep around? Should we do a little snooping? They're an expert 3. They're above the halfway threshold. Honestly, they're getting some momentum. They're getting some momentum. Take a look to the player to our right. They're okay. 2 giant hills. That sounded extremely sus, but you know what I mean. Okay. And let's take a look. Expert 2, but they never get 4th. This is amazing. I think they just ranked up into expert 2 because they're sitting perfectly in the halfway point. Wow. This is honestly, I would love to have this as my match history. Are you kidding me? Okay. 1 tile away from Tenpai. We can even call Riichi if we really wanted to, but given the chance, if we can pawn the red dragon, we absolutely take it and wait on the 4-7. If a 4-7 comes out, and 2 of them already have, do we take it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, let's get rid of this. No one's really made any moves, but the player across from us has discarded some pretty good tiles. This 5 and this 4 specifically. So we can sense that their hand is probably almost done. 6 is not helpful. 3 is not helpful either. Okay. I guess I'm keeping this 2 because a few 1s have gone out and a few and 1 4 has gone out. So I think this is like fairly safe. That's disheartening to see for sure. They're the dealer though, so they're no longer the dealer. What are we? We're in 2nd place right now. It's tough. I'm like almost positive this 2 is going to be safe. But I don't want to risk it. Why send myself willingly to the Shadow Realm when we can bail on this 4? If they lost off of that, my heart would have broken for them. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's do a little bit of folding. Like we're tentatively having a laundry day. We can even fold with the red dragons, but that doesn't feel that good. Okay, 9 we know to be safe. 3, I'm also, it's probably okay. I don't know. They discarded a 1, but that could still mean that they have like a 4-5 or something along those lines. Okay. Player to my left is thinking a lot. They're in 4th place. They don't want to make any enemies right now. So because a 3 and a 9 have been discarded, I'm going to discard a 6. So the 3 has been discarded. So we know that they're probably not sitting on a 4-5. Or they can't be sitting on a 4-5. And the 9 has been discarded so that we know they're not sitting on a 7-8. So this 6 is actually, we can read that the 6 is actually safe to discard. Okay, so the 2 would have been safe. We could have maybe stayed in there a little bit more aggressively. But this 5 is, ooh, it's a little sus. It's a little sus for sure. Opening their hand this late into the game, it's a risky situation. Wow, is this 3 concealed triplets? Oh, that's nothing. Oh, I guess it's not really concealed because they opened their hand for the last one. That hurts. To be this player to our left right now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm no longer the protagonist of this Mahjong table. The protagonist is now the player to our left. I want to see them succeed. I don't want to see them going down like this. Okay. Oh, okay. A natural farm to table, white dragon triplet. That seems pretty good. We also have 1 door in our hand. Am I okay with this hand? Yeah, I'm okay with winning with this hand. So let's just play fast and aggressively. We want to keep this 2 for sure. But we also need a pair eventually, which makes this a little bit difficult. We have, unfortunately, like a lot of, oh, do I try to go for a flush here? I don't think that's correct, dude. I don't think that's correct. We have decent shapes, but unfortunately they're middleweights. Again, would have much less preferable and much less efficient to a 2-sided weight, like this 5-6, for example. Okay, opening their hand to the right. AKA Right Lord has opened their hand. Would have loved to take that 7 into my own hand, but that's okay. I almost said would have loved to take that 7 into my own mouth. I'm telling you right now because we're having a private moment and I don't feel that judged. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. Okay. 7. Fair enough. Unfortunately, the way we're making our way downtown right now, the way that our hand is turning up, like, we need a pair. And I don't want to... Okay. We get into Tenpai by discarding this. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's very scary, but I think I'll do it. I don't know. Not discarding the Dora is like one of the lessons that we literally learned for ourselves in the past. But I don't know. It's slightly more efficient. Retroactively speaking, we could see that a few 1s had been discarded. I don't know. All the 1s are gone now. Now, this is great. We're upgrading our hand dramatically because instead of a single tile weight, we've shifted to a double-sided weight. So this is nice. We went off of a 4 or a 7. I'm telling you right now, we can even con. If someone drops a white dragon, we can even con into the into a winning tile. I think I would do it. Or we just win. Oops. Taking that from the player in first place. I know we're all like within striking distance of one another, but that feels pretty good for sure. That feels pretty good. So that should boost us up into first place, right? And we're the first to crest 30,000. It's funny because like you could say like, okay, now let's protect our lead, but it's hardly a lead. So I think we still have to play like somewhat aggressively. A ton of bamboo tiles, a ton of bamboo tiles. Okay, Southwind has been discarded. I'm not sure what to make of this. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, and then an 8. It's not bad. It's not bad by any means. Okay, let's do this. The reason that I didn't discard the Southwind, even though it would have been the most technically efficient, is because I didn't want to redeal this hand. Okay, 1, 2, 3 is kind of amazing. I'm gonna discard this 8 because it's the most redundant tile that we have right now. So we're actually 1 tile away from being able to call Riichi, if you can believe it or not. If we draw a 6 of circles, or a 5 of bamboo, or a 5 of characters, we can call Riichi, but unfortunately our weights in that instance wouldn't be that good. Like if we drew a 6 of circles and we discard this, we're waiting on a 5 of bamboo, which 1 is like tough because no one's wanting to discard a dangerous tile, and 2, like we have 2 of them. So it's not likely that we draw it off the top either. Let's take a look at what the door is. The door is the 1 of characters. Okay. Okay. A lot of 2s are coming out. So, you know, it might be harder to make that 1 work in a sequence. But it could also be the case that someone's sitting on a pair or a triplet of them, right? Okay. So let's just be a little bit careful later on in the game whenever we have to discard any 2s or 3s. Or God forbid, a 1. I actually don't want to draw the door right now. I would have loved to have that 5. Would have loved to have that 5, dude. I mean, this is not going to be our pair. Let's take the, I know this feels like 1 step backwards, but let's take a second right now to get rid of a dangerous tile when it's seen to be safe. Player to my left dropping that red 5 also means that they might be closer and closer to finishing their hand. They're dropping 2 of them. I'm not sure. Maybe they're forcing a flush. Maybe they've just had a lot of garbage. I'm not sure what their discards are really telling us right now. Player to my right hasn't discarded a single. Oh, they have discarded a circle tile. 5, 7 is not bad. Unfortunately, yeah, this is like close. Like it is all sequences, but I don't think that we're going to be able to get a Pinfu hand. Just because our weights are, again, single-sided and not double-sided. Player to my right is doing something weird, though. They're discarding a ton of character tiles. Maybe aiming for some kind of flush. Player to my left hasn't discarded a single circle tile, so maybe we should be a little bit careful about that. Ah, dude. Would have loved to. I'm not calling Riichi here because my weights are not good. And it's a dangerous situation. No Dora are shown yet. I honestly, at this point, I'd bet money that like, or I'm betting my points right now, basically. Thinking that like, someone has a pair of the 1 of characters. At least. Considering that none of them have come out. And a few 2s and 3s have come out. Like, it's going to be hard to make that work in your final hand unless you have a, you know, unless you have a pair of them. Oops. Why call Riichi when you can just sumo instead? I know that I was rooting for the player to my left and then I just sent them further and further into the shadow realm. But also, come on, I got to put food on the table. I got to get my own points. All right. Great. What's the door? It's the 6 of it's the 6 of characters. Okay, they're really upset. I understand that though. I understand. I understand. I genuinely feel bad for them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is incredible. So we actually have 1 too many shapes in our hand right now, right? And we don't have a pair. So this is a weird situation. I think I'm going to get rid of this 8, 9. And then we're just hoping to draw into some kind of pair later on. Or if we finish this sequence and this sequence, and then we have like a 4, 5, 6, 7, we can wait on the 4 or the 7, right? So that's good news for us. Okay. This is fine so far. What's okay, the 6 of characters is the door. We have 1 of them. We also have a red 5. This hand is lovely because it's efficient and valuable. Okay, incredible draws because we found our pair and now we're 1 tile away from Tenpai, 2 tiles away from winning. We would have loved to take that 4 for ourselves. And now we wait on the 4 or the 7. This is oh, beautiful. Just beautiful, honestly. You can't have asked for a faster, more efficient hand. I'll say this right now. I'm a little salty, of course, after demoting and everything. But in the Jade Room, like, this hand is not a guaranteed win. Right now, I'm like, this hand is a guaranteed win. In the Jade Room, someone would do something else, and then I would end up dealing into a Mongun. I'm almost positive. I don't know how they do it. It's honestly witchcraft or something, but that someone would find a way. Okay, 2-4 of characters have been discarded. Let's hope that another one comes out. People might also be reading that I've discarded that a ton of character tiles, and so, oh, character tiles must be safe, right? Wrong. And then, welcome to the Shadow Realm. Please send me a postcard once you get situated. Unfortunately, we've been drawing a lot of garbage ourselves as well. Anyone else doing anything spooky? I mean, that's pretty spooky. They're discarding a lot of bamboo tiles, but it doesn't seem like their hand is anything special. I think their hand is just like any hand that works, like any Port in a Storm with this triplet of the Southwind. Yeah, nothing too scary going on right now. There's the Riichi. I think I protect my lead, dude. I honestly think that I protect my lead right now. I know that hurts, like, but they haven't discarded a single bamboo tile, which freaks me out. Also, we've drawn into another sequence. That's kind of, you love to see it. At this point though, I'm not sure what we discard. 3 is Suji to the 6. We know that they're not on a 4-5 weight. They're probably not on a 1-2 weight. They're on a 2-4 weight. Terrifying. Terrifying, but look at how cute this is. Okay. Terrifying. We honestly should have just pressed forward there. Well, I mean, but we only had one door. They had one door as well. I mean, maybe that's just bad luck. I think I'll chalk that one up to bad luck, but also let me know in the comments if there was a signal that I could have read that showed that another discard would have been preferable in that situation. South 2 round. Game's not over. Door is the 7 of bamboo, which we can accept into our hand. That's a great situation to be in. Not gonna lie. What are we looking at? Could we pivot this? Could we refinance our mortgage? Could we pivot this into an all symbols hand? I think that we could. Definitely getting rid of this one because it's very redundant right now. Oh, this west wind isn't very helpful either, but okay, whatever. And then this 9 is not very helpful either. One shape. 2, 3, 4. We still need like a 5th thing in our hand. We can maybe just hope that something comes closer to this 3 of circles, and then we can incorporate that into our hand. Or that we draw like an 8 or a 7 of characters. That's honestly not bad. 2, 3, 4 is a great pickup. White Dragon's also dead, but I'm holding on to hope just a little bit that we draw another one. Yeah, we could theoretically and possibly open up our hand for an all simples hand. 2, 3 is sick. Okay, that's awesome. What's this gonna be? So this is either gonna be a sequence or we pawn the 2 of bamboo and then turn this into our pair. That's not terrible. I think if okay, this is great. We have a lot of options here. We have a lot of options on how to play this hand. Unfortunately, it's not that valuable, but it is very fast. I think the only way that we open up our hand here is if the player to our left, aka left lord, discards a 4 of circles. Because that's the hardest thing that we can, that's the hardest sequence to complete right now. Unfortunately, drawing a lot of character tiles, not super helpful right now. Anything spooky? Some 3s and 4s have come down, but nothing to write home about. This is good. So if now someone discards a 2 or a 5, I'm pretty sure we pawn that and get into Tenpai. Unfortunately, here's the bad thing. Player to my right has not discarded a lot of bamboo tiles. Not only that, the 6 is right next to the Dora. So this is potentially pretty dangerous. We have an opportunity to get rid of it now, but I'm also like, if we draw a 7, I'd like the chance to accept this 7 into my home and family, Yeah, it's getting a little bit dangerous later and later we go into the game. People are advancing towards their hands. This 5 is going to get ever more dangerous. I think I'm going to do it. Because this 6 has been recently discarded, and now we're just waiting on the 4 of circles. Unfortunately, we're now in for 10 for 1 round because someone technically discarded a winning tile, so we just have to wait until we discard again. Hopefully no 4 of circles come out in that time. Okay, now Furriton is gone. Again, it's not we were in Fullerton there temporarily, and only temporarily, because it's not like we had discarded a tile that we could have won off of. It's someone else discarded a tile that we could have won off of. Okay, lovely. Just an incredibly dramatic animation for a all simples victory. Okay, 2 more rounds left to play. Can we defend this lead? It's not a great lead. It's not a huge lead, but it is a lead. This hand is not great. Maybe an all triplets hand if we want to play super aggressively. Or we could just play it normally, you know? Wait for some of these to become sequences. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm honestly not too sure how to pilot this hand right now. Shinji-kun, you have to pilot this hand. All right. Dude, I think that in terms of media properties that are like made long ago, I think Neon Genesis Evangelion has not aged poorly. Some of it's a little aged for sure, but like overall as like a package, I don't think it's aged that poorly. Okay, interesting. Definitely protecting our lead right now. That's a very early Riichi. And not only that, yeah, okay, yep, exactly. We just didn't want to do that. This is Riichi Ipatsu, mon frere. Riichi, Pinfu, Ipatsu, Pinfu, Dora 2, Red 5. Oh my god. That's Ayane Monan. They're actually the protagonists. You should be watching their YouTube channel right now. I'm not even joking. That's great. That's great stuff. You love to see it. So now this is great. That was great news for us because it's all last. Again, this is the virtue of playing like a coward, playing super defensively. Okay, gonna get rid of this 9. Would have loved to seen a more like all simples hand, but that's okay. Maybe we can get rid of this pair of 9s and do something with it. Let's see. This is like 1 shape. This is like 2. This is like 3. This is 4, and this will be our pair. Okay, it's not terrible. It's not terrible by any means. Yeah, but it's like it's also a little hard. It's a little tricky because I'm not sure what to discard in the middle of this shape. Ugh. Dude, I think I get rid of these 9s. I don't know, just some like added flexibility so that we can open our hand and go for an all simples. Because now we're not struggling for pairs at all. We have a pair here and a pair here. So we have some flexibility there. Now you're asking me, hey, Yusong, what are you going to do with this 1? I'm not sure. I'm honestly not super sure. Okay, pawning. Okay. Yep. I'm telling you right now, folding. Absolutely folding. Absolutely folding. Absolutely folding. Because this is, I don't want to deal into a Red Dragon 3 Dora hand. That's a Mangon immediately. And they're not the dealer. Okay. Gonna do a little bit of this. I'm gonna try to get rid of this 1. We know that this 6 is probably safe. We know that our bamboo tiles are probably safe. Why am I even playing aggressively? Because I'm so greedy, dude. I'm so greedy. You can tell that I'm still secretly hoping that we can pull out a win somehow. But we can't be doing that. Okay, 8 of characters has come out. Unfortunately, they changed up their hand a little. You saw that they didn't discard the tile that they just drew. If they had done that, the 8 would be 100% safe. But because they changed something, we no longer can guarantee that it's safe. All right, what are we doing here? Again, we're playing like they're in Riichi because it is scary. Gonna just discard tiles that they've discarded. I'm 100% folding. 100% folding. They didn't win off of the 6 before. They could win off of the 6 now. Okay, luckily it passes. Luckily, we now know that the 9 of circles is also safe. Could have probably inferred that based on, like, you know, we've already discarded 2. 6 of circles. Okay, extremely risky, by the way. But now this is amazing news for us because we have 2 more safe discards. Amazing draw. Not because it helps our hand, but because we also know that it's safe for the player across the table. Dude, actually learned my lesson. Yusong actually learned a lesson, Liu, and does not try to race the player who has pawned into triple Dora. Okay. We got anything else that's safe, though? Okay, oh, thank God they discarded that 3, because I think we had honestly just run out of safe tiles. If we needed to, I probably would have discarded the 8, because all the 9s are gone and a few 7s are out. Okay, they didn't want off of the 4. I'll take that any day of the week. And we also know that this East Wind is going to be safe. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so the dealer does not get the last draw, which is also really good news for us because they can't do an under the sea or under the river shenanigans. Sure. 5, 8, or 1. Okay, yeah, that's a great weight. Too bad I played defensively like a freaking coward the entire time. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It happened. I mean, plus 103 isn't anything to write home about, but like, come on. A first place is a first place. We're now over the halfway point. Not bad, not bad. Rakusho, etc., etc. I think that's Japanese, but I don't know what it means. All I know is that another character in Mahjong Soul says it when things go well. All right, the rare dove. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment. Not only does it help out the channel, it helps out me because I like reading them. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Twitch, 4 p.m. PST. You can find that link in the description. Also, come talk to us on the Discord. Share your Mahjong victories and your defeats. Someone just shared a photo of a Mangan at draw, which is incredible. It's a rare occurrence. It's like seeing a shooting star or the Aurora Borealis, okay? Until next time, please take care of yourself. Remember to drink some water, get up and stretch. Reach out to a friend if you need to, okay? All right, I'll talk to you soon. Peace.